Alright, so here today I wanted to have a little bit of fun with you, right? So I've been getting this number one question being like, what's next, right? Dorothy's there, she's a very hyped character, and people are summoning, having a blast, but people really want to know, hey, do you have any idea what's next, right? And obviously, I can't use leaks to tell you anything, which I won't, right? I'm going to use common sense and common gotcha logic of what you can expect as future stuff, because we're right there, right? And also, yes, near exists, but it's not near, like as in near, as in like around the corner, right? It's a bit away, right? Theoretically, if off of what like they said, and then we speculate our own range, they said second half of the year. We're currently in May, so we have to go through May, June, then hit the start of July, and that is basically there, right? So 3 months away. And I personally don't think it's like the start of July. I'm thinking end July, early August. I'm thinking that's the range of what they meant there. You have to also remember when they said Chainsaw Man, they completely lied to everyone because they told you Chainsaw Man is dropping when? They said around the 6 month part of the game, and this is the 6 month part. We got Chainsaw Man 3 months ago, so it was a complete lie. Who knows when it drops? But if you want to go off of a scared range, I would just say early July, early August. Just do that. Most likely they can't lie there and say like anything beyond that, or rather earlier than that. So we got time. Theoretically, we got time. Between then, it's like 4 or 5 banners, and then after that, also there's some banners. But we can speculate, and we can basically get a concrete idea of what's around the corner after Dorothy. Obviously, there's no Pilgrim for another probably 3 months, 6 months, maybe beyond that. Maybe the first Annie is the next Pilgrim, which there's potential for that to happen. But between then, what can we talk about? What can be there? Wanted to give you a little bit of an idea today. Let's have some fun and just talk about it. So currently we're in May, obviously, right? It is May. That is real. The meme is true. Where we get our next banner is around the 17th and 18th, because that's how long until we actually lose this banner, because it's a 3-week banner, which is super long. But that's how that's going to go, right? Now, after this banner, we're around that point of the year. There are 2 things that have to happen in every gacha game. And because this one gacha game is marketed as a waifu game, this has to happen. There is literally no other shot. This has to happen. First, it has to have a wedding banner. Every gacha game that I play that has waifus in it releases a wedding banner, okay? And that's usually around the month of May, June. That is when you release a wedding banner, because that's wedding season. That's how that goes. So theoretically, the way that I see it happening is either with this May update, where in the 18th we get a banner, it could be that, or early June, the banner right after this next one, okay? That has to happen. Then, summer units, they have to release. Nikke is priding itself on assets. They have to sell every possible asset they can, and summer units will bring them the revenue they are looking for. So, there are things that you can look forward to, right? Let's say you don't care for wedding, what unit can I say here? Wedding volume. Let's say you don't care for that, right? We don't know who it is, but some sort of unit in a wedding format. That's what it's supposed to be for the wedding update. Again, we don't know if there is one, and no, I'm not using any leaks to tell you this. I'm telling you off of common sense, because it's all over. Every gacha game that does waifus does wedding, all right? Every gacha game that does, not even every gacha game that does waifus, just every game in general has a summer banner. Literally every gacha game, right? So those are the 2 things that exist, right? And between now and July, that fills up 2 banner slots. Theoretically, let's say it's wedding time here, boom. That kicks you all the way to June 1st. Let's say it's summertime. This summer update starts. That's a 3-week potential banner, because, you know, they might do it because of the limited one, similar to how they did Rupee. So that lasts you until the 15th, or the 22nd, okay? Now, from there, they just got to do 1 more banner unit, which, this is a spoiler. If you do not want to see the spoiler, double tap like or forward up 30 seconds so you don't have to look at this. This is a spoiler for chapter 22. This is also known, this has gone around the community a lot. So I'm not the first one to show this to you, but it's a spoiler. It's asset in-game story. I got this from a person that actually cleared the story, chapter 22. Spoiler, forward ahead, all right? This is the character, Noir, right? You say it 2 ways. I don't know how to say it properly, but she exists. Bunny girl costume. Then there's Blanc, another bunny girl costume character. Now, probably, given we see these characters in story, it might take a little bit to get them. It is in chapter 22, which is far away. You could say around June, July, you also get a character like that. One of the 2, we don't know which one turns into NPC hell, NPC jail. If one of them does turn into NPC jail, and it's the one that I want, I will literally, I have no words to say. I can't say anything. I don't want to quit. I'm getting decent gacha luck. I don't know what to say here. So I'll be heated, okay? But there is a lot of potential with that character. They could throw that character anywhere. She was recently introduced, and she's been there in the game for a while now. So there is a lot of potential with that character. Just keep that in mind. They can also sandwich that somewhere here. And also realize that those characters exist, but there are many, many more that are introduced between chapter 18 and beyond that still have not hit the game. So we have a lot of potential characters that can just mop up as regular banners. Nothing seasonal, nothing limited, nothing collab oriented. Because again, your limited one should be summer, and that's happening 100%. Guarantee I can tell you that, right? Because this is Nikke. They're gonna market waifu, bro. So that's their wedding banner. Makes sense also. And then you also have the capacity of any storyline character that's been released between 18 to 22, which there's a lot of them, right? Blanc, I just showed you Noir. There's like a cap. There's so many more characters, right? So there's a lot to look forward to on that aspect of it. But remember, we have to at some point get summer units. That has to happen. You have to get near. Near probably isn't July, August, but if you were to think of it, we're kind of maxed out on what we know also what's releasing. So regardless of anything, yeah, it's basically summer units, which is the main focus for a lot of people. That's there, okay? You're not gonna get a Pilgrim till probably after August, maybe even further than that, but around July, August is when it's gonna be for the collaboration. People are speculating December or around like beyond that. I don't think so. I really do think it's around July, August. They wouldn't tell you that much in advance. They don't owe you anything. They would have rather kept a secret because they're gonna keep people saving. Saving for 2 months is okay, that's reasonable, but saving for anything beyond that is too much, right? If you look at the same gap they gave you, they told you at New Year's Day basically, yes, there is a collaboration coming around the 6-month part. So people started saving from then, and then they released it in February, which it's only 2 months. So in this case, they told you last week or 2 weeks ago. Then they made you save May, June, release it in July. It's only 2 months. It's around the same point of when they were giving it to you. So realize that that's their goal. July is where it is. So summer banner sometime in June. A wedding banner between May and June. That's there too. We may get Blanc. We may get Noir. Some point also. We may get that head character also. Given she has a lot of the part of the story also as she pops up constantly. So that is another option they can go for. But around what we basically know is there's 2 limited banners. If they want to consider a wedding as a non-limited, there you go. They haven't really done a limited character for a little bit. They didn't consider Maiden Valentine, the waifu one, as a limited. So maybe they gave up the idea of limited banners, and that'll be pretty cool. But whatever summer is, I might summon. I might do it, all right? So I might throw a multi or 2 into it. Depends on the characters itself. But near summer units, wedding, blank, Noir, that one captain character, those are like the units you can look forward to. Not even leaks. There are no leaks here. I am literally not leaking anything, okay? Don't get mad at me, devs. But that's around what's next and what we can expect in the game. Quick little talk here, just to at least share this with you. So if you care for any of this stuff, you can let me know. But yeah, that's it. Again, with Pilgrims, we have a lot of future stuff to look forward to, but it may take some time. We just got Dorothy. I don't want another Pilgrim for at least 3-4 months, so I'm happy waiting, but summer is around the corner and near after. This meme, this literally perfectly portrays what the community feels right now. It's gonna be a rough one, boys. It's gonna be a rough one. And also, I just realized both are potentially limited. One is more limited, if you will, but this is also kind of limited. 1 year, you have to wait till you get another one, right? So it's a tough decision. Best of luck, boys. No peer pressure. Have fun.